you know, being in at Red Rooster, it just reminded me that you know, when Black people step out to do something, you got to support them, you know, even if it ain't that great. And you know, because that's how you build. And but you also hold them accountable, and you don't be afraid to critique them. A lot of people don't want to give that criticism. A lot of people don't want to get that criticism because we think we're being rude, or um, you know, we don't want to offend nobody. But we'll stop going to a business, and I think that that is more rude than just saying, be like, hey man, I came here and I ain't really had that good of a service. So so yeah, I like to hold people accountable. I like to do it in a nice, creative way to let them know. And you know, and just kind of play off of that. And like I said, we had an experience where it was, you know, it got flipped, and we got to see the end result of it. So yeah.
Yeah, but see, you got feel like you was in that industry, so you know how to finagle certain things. So yeah, we was having a bad experience, and I don't know, you did some Jedi mind trick where you had the manager come over there. You ain't even talk about the waiter, but I think the waiter thought you was talking about him. So when he came back a whole different waiter. We was like, yo, I was about to get this dude no tip. My mind was already set, like, yo, this dude owe me tip money for how he treating us today. But then you spoke to the manager, and then I was like, where did that dude go? This seemed like a whole new waiter. This dude is laughing and smiling and joking and giving us free stuff now. Like, what the what? Try this. I
Right.
suggest this. I'm like, hold on. Before you was whole attitude in here.
Right. But that was more psychology. That really don't have much to do. Like, I know the industry, yes, but I just peeped the science and the psychology of what was happening. And you know, that's just, you know, being mindful and being in the spot. But you're right. I was able to turn that. We got free champagne. The dude gave us some collard greens. Like so yeah, that's just an example of you know, just being accountable and you know, finding creative ways to do what you need to do.
But I mean, all right, I'm gonna say this though. You better than me, because I think I said this recently. I know I've done this, and I'm probably gonna do it again. If I have good service, I'm gonna keep going back. But then once I'm like, yo, I'm noticing a slow, steady downgrade in service, and it gets to a point where I'm like, yo, I ain't like, I want to support, but there's other options where I can support. If you're not giving me the service that I want, I'm not gonna go back. Like, I don't go to McDonald's, so there's other options that I can go to if I want that kind of food. So if it's another place that gives me better service, that's what I'm gonna go. I don't feel like I need to tell them. Not when they like, you started here. I feel like you set this bar here, and I've gotten used to this bar, and then every time I go, it's worse and worse and worse. I'm like, yo, you gonna notice eventually, like, yo, my customers stop coming once. Like, I would hope, and maybe that's maybe wrong in my part, but if this isn't working, I can go somewhere else. Like, I got options, and that's really how I do it.
So you wouldn't even tell the manager or the waiter to the side about a critique about their customer service?
Well, I'm talking about a particular. All right, let's say without saying the name, because I'm not trying to blast them. I mean, you know, I wish them nothing but success in what they're doing. But I was going to this restaurant, and they're close to where I work. So I was like, all right, you know, on my way back in, I stop by there. So I would forego lunch at this time. This is a while ago. I would forego lunch, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna grab this on my way back in. This will be my lunch/dinner. When I go, the service usually be pretty good. It might have to wait a little bit, but I ain't pressuring because, man, I work. So, you know what I mean? I'll take my late lunch. I mean, take a little bit longer, cool. But now it's like to a point where the service has, like, I gotta yell because the music is blasting. There was no, I mean, they had music, but it was ambiance in the background. Now it's like a whole club in here, and I gotta yell to talk to you about my order. And then I walk in, and I gotta wait 15 minutes when nobody else is in there but me for me to make an order. And I'm pretty patient. And how many people you know would walk into a restaurant and wait 15 minutes to make an order when nobody else is there? Like, I can't see too many people that that giving and that patient to be like, yo, I'm a support. And I supported that time. That's probably the last time I'm going to support. Because in the food, like I said, the food was okay, but I've had better somewhere else. So I get somewhere else. I'll be okay. Is it needed to tell them that yo, this is what happened, or can I just let it go? Like, King, I want to hear your opinion on this. Should I say something?
No, because I think that's just a part of being a normal, regular consumer. And that's one of the things that, Black businesses really don't take into account. Be like, oh, they ain't support me because I'm a Black business. It's not, it's the quality of the service. And so, as Black people, we have to make a extra effort to go out of our way to find out, first of all, I just realized on Yelp yesterday, they tell you now, they got a little symbol to tell you that it's a minority owned business. I don't know if y'all knew that, but they do.
I didn't know that.
Google too.
I didn't know that.
And so, we gotta make a effort. You know what I mean? You think Red Rooster close to my house? Nah, but if I'm gonna go out and wine and dine, if I'm gonna do it big, if I'm gonna drop a couple, trust me, I'm gonna do it with some people that look like me. But I'm a regular consumer too. So, definitely if I notice that the quality of the food is going down, if I notice that, the quality of the staff is starting to go down, it's not my job. I'm only concerned about my experience. Mm-hmm. So, but if I see, if it's across the board, chef be yelling at people on the line and, service be cussing out guests, then yeah, I'm probably not going to come back. And that ain't got nothing to do with it being a Black business or otherwise. It just got something to do with my personal choice in the matter. Mm-hmm. But,
but think about this. We go to, like, everybody praise Chick-fil-A. And what's the first thing people praise Chick-fil-A? It's rarely the food. It's always the service. Like, people are like, yo, Chick-fil-A. Oh, I love Chick-fil-A. The service. There's usually service first, food second. So if I'm going to a place and the service is bad and the food is good, maybe you'll keep going. But then once the food falls down and the service is not as good, I think that's when people be like, yo, I'm gonna bow out and I'll find something else, especially when there's other Black businesses that are doing good service.
Yeah, for sure. I learned how to the level and quality of service that I give, which, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm a server. I'm a high-end server, 5-star, 4.5 stars. I work in the resorts from here to Alabama. And, I get praised often where I go, and people are like, man, how do you do this? How do you connect with people? How do you get the whole table laughing? How, grandma giving you a hug on the way out? I know them people racist, but they hugging you. And it's because I bring that, everything that you see that I bring to the podcast or everything that I bring to the stage, I bring that to my table. So when I'm standing there next to somebody, I'm like, okay, I don't care how you feel about me. We're gonna have a good time. All right. And but I also have to understand that I'm a part of the whole perception of somebody's experience. I've had countless times people come back to see me, not because the food was great, not because they enjoyed the ambiance, but because they wanted somebody that they can talk to. So, I get it. I used to go to a terrible restaurant because I like the service. It's just a matter of preference. And, and I think, Black businesses really need to start investing into into training and guest perception, because I can't tell you how many times
hospitality.
Right, that's exactly what it's a part of. And now the owner or the investors might be minorities, and they might have a degree in hospitality, but that don't mean that the dude with the rag wiping down the table understands hospitality. So, and he the one, smell like a pack of Marlboro, trying to holler at the hostess right there standing next to your table. So
I think that was something you spoke about on one episode before. You was like, yo, just because Big Mama got a restaurant and the food is good, the service, you got to have that service to make people want to come back. Like I think we'll try it that one time, but if the service isn't that good, the food could be good, but if you getting cussed out trying to, we not have that. What you?
Oh my goodness!
I mean, you know, like, I ain't coming back.
It's so weird to me when it comes to that kind of stereotype. I've heard the stereotype where, if you go to a Jamaican restaurant, and the server is mean, that means the food is bomb. But if you go to a Jamaican restaurant and the server is really nice, then that means the food is whack. So I don't know. I think my grandma's restaurant beats that stereotype down because she's really nice. And she has like great hospitality. Like everybody goes back to the restaurant at my grandma's because at Clive's Cafe, shameless plug, just because of her service, her food, and that everybody just loves her personality. And another thing that happens too is that my uncle, my grandma's son, also also exudes and practice that hospitality to all of their guests, and people keep coming back. Like the restaurant could be closed, and people just looking at the gate, being like, "Hey, you open? You open?" Like the open sign is like not lit. They're still looking in, you know. So shout out to my grandma.
But you know what? But also too, what you got to look into is who created or who started that stereotype. Like, is it somebody who is for you or against you? That's like, yo, the food is bad if you get this, or the food is good. It's like certain people say put stuff out there, and somebody hears it and then they run with it. Like that don't make it real. That don't make it a true statement. It's like what's out there, and then people run with it.
Yeah, you can say that for majority of the things that's on social media.
That's real.
But that's another episode for another day. So, if you guys are down,
hey, we got Coach back. Coach, over the ball, Coach. Put me in the game, Coach. I'm ready.
Game over. Tie game, baby. Game over. Game over. I got one more. Dang. I got one more ahead of me.
Dang. It's too late. It's too late. Anywho,
yeah, they're walking around looking like Nick Saban, like a black ass Nick Saban.
So I have two games for you. This first game is called Guess Who. I will send you a challenge to see how well you guys really know each other and the show, the Channel Black Podcast. Ready?
Let's go.
All right. So, blank and blank challenge one another for a topic, any topic.
Wait, blank, what?
Blank and blank challenge one another going back and forth on one topic.
Oh, come on. We know who that is.
Oh,
like, we know who that is.
Okay, you can tell the answer.
You know who that is.
Who is it?
That's King and Irv.
King and Irv, and cough cough in parentheses controversy. Anywho, another one. Blank is the quietest on the show.
That's Green. Where you at right now?
Green, the quietest one on this show.
Absolutely.
You better believe it, baby.
Your friend Blank has Your friend Blank has the craziest of stories.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Johnny B.
Johnny B. Blank is a cherished.
That Johnny B.
Blank is a cherished member of the group.
Ooh.
Irv and Green.
Irv and Green. Yeah. Blank is gonna fight with you in a fight. They got your back in the fight.
Oh, nigga, that's me all day. You already know it.
Hey, that's definitely green.
I'm ready to fight right now.
That's green. Hey, side story real quick. Hold on. Listen, I was trying to stop Green from a fight. I was on his back. I was on his ankle. I couldn't do it. I was on his back trying to get him off a dude. Yep, couldn't do it. When he was ready to go,
I don't need flags. Come flag up.
I gotta get my flag. Let me go get my flags. Hold on, let me get my flags.
Oh boy. What am I gonna do with y'all? The next one is blank episode that we did was the most fun.
Yo, I don't know. I think we had one episode. That thing was titled "We Can't Stop Laughing." But I think we just clowned the whole episode. I don't remember what the topic was, but we just laughed. And I think that was during Corona. Like we just was laughing.
King, Green, you want to chip in on that one? Blank episode that we did was the most fun.
I gotta agree with it. We can't stop laughing. I mean, any episode that we get together on is fun for me. It's just to be able to sit down with the keys and chop it up, you know. So it's always a pleasure. But definitely I can't stop laughing because I don't think we stopped laughing the whole damn episode.
That whole episode, we was always just laughing.
We were just clowning about everything.
The one that stood out to me, the one that I had a good time with, was the entanglement episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
The ball owl too. I mean, the dick owl too was definitely
the
hilarious.
Dick owl was, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Anytime we got together to chop it up, it was pleasurable.
I thought the dick owl was on the entanglement owl.
It might have been,
was
and
in
that's
the same
probably why it sparked my attention.
It probably was in the same episode. I think I do remember saying dick in the entanglement owl.
Because we was talking, I think we was talking about the WAP. No.
Entanglement in the dick owl.
I think WAP came from entanglement. I mean, I think the dick owl came from WAP.
WAP came from Carter G.
I don't think that's what it was. I think you mentioned it in WAP though.
That's what I'm saying. I think we was talking about WAP, and then we ended up on the dick owl.
Oh,
that might be. That very well might. That sounds
accurate. Yeah, that sounds about accurate.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to some episodes.
Absolutely. Blank didn't understand the question as a guest on the Northside podcast.
Oh my goodness!
Would you care to explain yourself?
Well, I feel like that's already. I feel like that was shots fired my way.
You're welcome.
I certainly misunderstood a question, and yeah, no partner is no longer available because of said question. Do
you remember?
I don't even remember how the question was presented, and I think I said green, and said person on the other side of the podcast was not the happiest camper of my answer. And I don't think we recorded since. But it wasn't a shot. I think, like I said, I misunderstood the question. And I didn't know he took it that seriously. But everybody has their feelings towards it. It was no hard feelings for me. I apologize if he took it that way, but that definitely wasn't my intention. It looked like we lost Green. I think his battery died. I think that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
his battery's about to die. So shout out to Green for checking in. But yeah, that was my answer. I wish he chimed out right at the wrong time. He could have definitely backed me up on that one because he definitely know the situation. King probably not so much, but yeah, when we were on the Northside podcast that we're trying to get on the show. On the Irv and Co. We're trying to get Northside on the Irv and Co podcast. So Maybe they could elaborate a little bit more too. But yeah, I remember that question for sure. That was
I think it was like if a member wasn't there or something like that.
Well, I think if we had to get, I think it was like if you had to get rid of a member, who would it be? And I think I might have said him. And I think maybe I misunderstood. Maybe that wasn't the question, but maybe that's how I understood it. And I think I was like, yeah, we get rid of him. Oh, that's what I think it was like. Yo, how I understood the question was, if you had to get rid of him, if you were about to, somebody wanted to sign you to a big deal, but you had to get rid of one member, who would it be? And I was like, that said person. But I don't think that was the actual question. But that's how I understood the question. So he took it as, yo, so you're gonna get rid of me if y'all make it big? And I was like, huh? I mean, yeah, I mean, what you mean? I mean, that's my boy. I mean, I know Green, 15 years. I know you all of, a year. Like, come on, like that's a no-brainer. Like, no offense. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I know this dude. Like, I done been to war with this dude. I just say I was on his back. Like I was, you know what I'm saying? I was on his back. We shared hotel rooms for days on end at work. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We got history. So I mean, I know you by somebody, which is cool. Like I'm not like, don't take it the wrong way. If that's how you take it, my apologies. But I'm pretty sure it's people that you'd go with them over me as well. Like that's not, if I got to pick, that's my choice. I'm sorry.
Can't watch your back.
I feel like I just pulled in my DMX just now. I mean, I'm sorry. That's my choice. I don't
know. So that's it for the Guess Who. My second game is who's most likely to ... We have an even amount of members, so we're probably gonna have ties, but I may put in my 2 cents here and there. Just saying.
Okay.
Okay. We will see who is most likely to in the group. Who's most likely to have a heart-to-heart with a Black homeless guy?
Irv.
I think that's all three of us.
No, I'm gonna say it might be all three. I'm sure we all are willing to have a heart-to-heart. But I think you'll be definitely, you'll edge me and Green.
So Irv, you won that round. Okay.
Okay.
So okay. Who's most likely to always fall asleep on the couch?
Come on now. This is definitely shots fired.
I told you I was gonna be shady. Y'all didn't believe me.
Didn't we literally just had this conversation?
We just had this conversation.
Yep.
Just had this conversation. So Green is always saying,
probably
right?
sleep on the couch now.
So who's most likely?
Green. I'm going with Green.
Yeah, that's that. I second that answer.
Okay.
Definitely Green. He not even here to defend himself. I feel bad, but it's definitely Green. Green take naps.
He would defend himself, but he probably taking a nap on the couch. So.
Dang.
Yo.
Dang, Green's gonna hear this. Who's most likely to be down for anything?
I mean, that's everybody.
Most likely. That's the key word. Most likely.
I mean, I don't want to say myself because I feel like that might be putting myself out there, but I'm sure I'm pretty open.
Yeah, because I was gonna say me. I think all three of us. Because I'll just pop up. I can't do everything. That's probably because I'm down for whatever. But I'm probably down for something else by the time somebody come around and ask me to do something. So by the time, so yeah, I just I slide. Yeah, where we going? Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't have
You gotta break. You gotta break the time.
Yeah. Uh, I was thinking that it would be King.
Okay.
Being down.
Hey, I'm gonna get a T-shirt that say "Down for whatever."
I bet that'll sell. Um, who's most likely to use inspirational quotes on their social media?
That's King.
No, my shit ain't
That's
inspirational.
King.
I be trying to
That's
offend people.
Nah, King. You be having these stories. I be like, oh, that's deep. That's deep. He be having them deep quotes on his on his social media.
Yeah, with the gray squares.
If they inspirational, that's accidental. I be trying to get people to think about shit.
But they're inspirational. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it inspirational.
I'm with it too. So you got two of them. Okay. So the next one is, who's most likely to have a RBF, resting bitch face?
I'm gonna go with Green on that one. I don't know why, but I just don't want it to be me. So I'm gonna go with Green.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bulldog Green. 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 It's hard to have a resting bitch face. He got the resting nigga not the fuck with face.
Yeah, that would have been a better question. Yes. Yeah.
You put the words in my mouth. So who's most likely to think Tupac is still alive?
Nobody.
Green.
I don't know. King. Because King wanted conspiracies than either of us.
True, but not about rappers.
All right, so definitely King. Because yeah, I agree with that. Definitely King.
What was your verdict?
King. He said probably King. He said, but not on rappers though. He said probably he's more on the conspiracy, but not about rappers.
Okay. All right. Who's most likely to carefully construct social media presence or image?
I'm not sure if I understand the question.
Who's most likely to carefully construct a social media presence or image, meaning branding on social media? Is that Irving? Is that an Irving?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Irv on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Irv on that one too.
Who's most likely to have a 3-hour convo about anything?
I'm gonna say that's gonna be me. But let me just preface this. When you said 3, I got nervous. Because my brain was processing the answer before you was finished with it. So you say whoever is most likely to have a 3, and I was like, oh shit, it's me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who's most
likely? I would say myself too, but I'll let King have that one.
Okay, I see that. You definitely do that on Irv and Co. Who's most likely to dye their hair so often?
King.
Come on now, I did half the season with blonde locks.
Yeah, that's definitely King. I don't even want no just for men in my hair. So I should listen. Shout out to King, man. He was rocking that blonde too, man.
He really was. Like,
yo, he had the beard. He had the half in the beard. The little blonde in the beard.
It paid off for a little while too. Trust me.
That was hard.
That was my down for whatever days.
Didn't they say blondes always have the most fun?
Yes, I can attest to that.
Who's most likely to possess superhuman BS capabilities, that they can BS on anything and get away with it?
Oh, no about that one. Oh no, that's a good one.
I'm just here thinking green.
I was gonna say green. I was thinking green.
What about you, King?
My bad. What was the question?
I said, who most likely to possess superhuman powers in BSing on almost everything?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna vote for myself, but let me explain why. Because I am very good with words. I am very good at speaking. So if I ever wanted to bullshit somebody, I think I can come up with a cocktail that can convince pretty much anybody any damn thing.
I believe it because definitely with your arguments, let me not say arguments, your rebuttals against the devil advocate on the show definitely attest to that, you know? The last question that I have is, who is most likely to think they could take that guy?
That's green. That's green.
Yeah,
that's Incredible Hulk green.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the chief, coach.
Yeah.
All right. So I have totaled up the score. I have Irv with 1, 2.
How you say I totaled up the score as you're tallying up the score?
Yeah, so you guys can see that I actually wrote it down.
Oh.
Hey, don't question the process, sir. This is Amanda and Co. Just so you know.
Let me sit back and relax.
Green has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Cool. And then King has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damn. I thought you were gonna stop at 3 again.
Is that your favorite number?
No.
Oh dang. 42 is my favorite number.
Wow, because of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No, because I just, that was my lucky volleyball number as I was growing up. Slaying them. I may be short, but I was quick. You know? Well, that concludes the game portion.
You didn't say who had the most.
Yeah, I did. It was Green. Green's going to have a shirt from Irv and Co.
Yeah. I thought so. He had 4, and King had 6. No.
No, King has 6.
I mean, Green had
4, and you had 2.
So I thought the most was 6. No.
Yeah.
So
Why
King
won.
I am confused.
Yeah, I just said King won.
I thought you said Green.
No.
Oh, I thought you said Green too. I was
Really?
like, well, maybe it's one of them games.
Well, that concludes the game portion and our episode. Thank you, Channel Black, for keeping it up, keeping it cool with Amanda and Co. on Irv and Co. Yeah, I butchered the whole thing up, which is my shtick. That is my shtick. Yeah.
You did a good job of butchering that up.
Yep, that's typically me.
Hold tight. I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
So you obviously you had to get all those questions to come up with all this. You are somebody who listens to the Channel Black Podcast. I want to hear your take on the Channel Black Podcast, your pros, your cons, your what you want to hear going forward, as somebody who listens.
Well, I do listen. I remember I did put in my 2 cents about the audio issues that was like in the background and how I was like very, very distracted. But I really did like the conversations that you guys have in terms of like topics that are not commonly aware, being aware in the community, especially when it comes to the Black male voice. And I find it a little bit therapeutic for you guys, being that representation and speaking from experience about the stuff that you experience. Yeah, I just want the episodes do get long. I feel like 30 minutes was definitely a good amount of retention of the information and listening-ship. I remember you guys went like hours
At the beginning, yeah, the beginning
in
we
the
were gone.
beginning,
Yeah, the beginning we
like
would be gone.
gone. And
Yeah.
some of the segments that I really enjoyed, the stories that you guys come up with that are super hilarious. You guys have like a definitely different opinions on stuff. Um, and what's fun was that I was on your show as a guest, and at the time I was the only queen. Hopefully, there's more. I wouldn't mind seeing more of like kind of like a two-tone like opinions and perspectives, instead of having Irv saying, I'm going to play devil advocate, blah, blah, blah. So, and then I know I mentioned before with my 2 cents that I would love to hear more of Green. Sometimes I forget that Green's even there. Like, I thought it was just like 3 kings, 3 different views. One is just missing or something like that. You don't hear him quite as much.
I feel like that's his general personality all around.
Yeah. As I grew
And
to listen to it, that's how
he's more like a bro man from the fifth floor type character. When you think about Martin, he just kind of
yeah.
pops in eating a sandwich for some reason and then pops out. And I think I like that about Green.
Well, like you said, you are our first queen to come on the Channel Black podcast. How was that experience for you?
That experience was frightening a little bit because you guys were like the second interview that I've gone on for a podcast, and I was just like, oh no, I'm going into the lion's den. I don't know how they gonna come at me. Rawr, I'm the only one with the meow voice on there, so I didn't know how I was gonna go.
You did good. You did a great job. I think you did good. Obviously, you're doing more podcasting now.
Yeah.
So,
I stole an Irv. I got an Irv on the podcast. Look at it. Got an Irv on the podcast. There you go. I was so good that I stole an Irv.
Is that what happened? I don't know if that's exactly how that happened, but
look at so much shade in so little time.
I mean, so much shade, and so I mean, real.
I did warn you. I did warn you.
And I just want to say, I find it ironic you say our podcast is so long. We started this one at 3:30.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
That's for a reason. That's for a reason. That's for a reason. There's a method to the madness.
Go ahead, Irv. Handle that.
Huh?
Go ahead, Irv. Handle that.
This is part 2. So this is part 2 of the episode. So thank y'all for tuning in this long, because this is the second episode. So if you hear us talking right now, this is part 2. Because I ain't gonna let y'all in on everything behind the scenes, but this is part 2. But I'll tell King off the behind the scenes when we get up out of here. But yeah, this has definitely been. Yeah, we started a little after 3:30, and now it's 5:30. So Yeah, man, I appreciate what Amanda did. I thought I actually had questions. I came in thinking this is gonna be Irv and Co interviewing the Channel Black podcast outside of myself. And as soon as we came in, she was like, nah, Irv, you Channel Black podcast, 3 Kings, 3 different views. So you over on that side. You ain't even over on Irv and Co. And I was like, oh, my bad. I ain't even know. As you see, the background changed. I usually have my Irv and Co in the back, but she ran the show.
I forgot to sing the jingle.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, it ain't too late now. If you want to sing the jingle, you definitely welcome to it.
Definitely feel ashamed.
People want to hear it.
I know.
Go ahead. People want to hear it.
Okay. Amanda Co. It's Amanda Co. I mean,
yeah, just go ahead and continue butchering it up as you did before.
Fire.
It's natural.
Fire.
Yeah.
No. Somebody need to call the fire department because they need to put some water on that one. That is no.
Hey, don't be a hater your whole life.
Whoa, she stole the Irvism.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, so my ending of the episode was going to be make your best impression of one of the kings.
Okay, I got one. I ain't gonna go first though. I guess it's only the two of us, so I can't really. I mean, it's only me and King, so I'll let King go first.
Yeah. Okay. Can I go? I'll go first.
I feel like that was a shot at me just now. I feel like he just did a shot at me. I feel like that was a shot coming my way. All right, so he just did an Irv. I feel like he did an Irv just now. And that's cool. I'm gonna do a green.
That was my impression of green. I just put my
Damn, you just stole my green. I was just about to do a green.
Oh, so we gonna do the same impression, bro. We spot on. Because we done already started, so it ain't like we can show up 30 minutes late.
Dang. Poor Green.
Shots fired.
Green's on the floor.
Fired. Yo, y'all can't see it, but yo, so I'm gonna tell you this behind the scenes. The King could attest. We'll be recording. Me and King will be having a deep conversation. And I ain't gonna say what be on the phone, but he'll pass us his phone and distract us from everything we were just talking about. And then I'll be like, bro, you ain't even paying attention. And then he'll just come in and chime in with everything we just spoke about. Green be on it. Y'all think Green don't be on it? Green be on it. Like I say, me and King be going back and forth. Green will be quiet. He'll show us something on his phone and distract us all the way. And then he'll come in like nothing, just like, yeah, so I agree with what Irv was saying. I agree with what King was saying. And this was blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, bro, you just distracted me all the way with what you just showed me on your phone. And you just right back with it, huh?
No, what I like about Green be we'll be having this, this debate going back and forth. And it would be like, Green, what you think? Green be like, shit, I agree with both of y'all said. I'm like, damn, for that hard-hitting journalism.
That's real. Oh, another thing too is Green and them honkies. Definitely Green and them honkies, man. I think we did an episode where we had to count how many honkies Green said in the episode, because he said honkies that many times. Yeah, we had Ralph Off, the first person to come in and tell us how many honkies was said in the episode. I think it was like a $25 gift card. I think it was like 17, 18 honkies that he said in that episode. And mind you, that episode was probably less than an hour. So for somebody to say honky 18 times, that's his love for honkies. And we also had an episode back in the day called, not back in the day, Honky, what is it, Honky Today? Honky Today, I think it was what it was called, Honky Today. That was a Green segment for sure. where we found a story that was it was honky worthy for sure, for sure. We have fun, man. We definitely have fun. I'm not gonna say we had, and we're having fun. We definitely looking to get season 3 back running. Just got to get that schedule together. Shout out to King, shout out to Green for coming through. Shout out to Amanda for wanting to do this. And this is fun. This is real fun. Appreciate you guys for coming through. And if you haven't already, check out the Channel Black Podcast, available everywhere. You listen to podcasts. If you listen to it on YouTube, ain't no visual. Ain't no visual. So you listening to a black screen on YouTube, but if you listen to us straight audio, you definitely hear all of our audio. You can hear what we got going on. I think we're pretty fun, pretty informative on what we're talking about on our topics. And I would say it's like Irv and Co light on certain topics with men, because it's just me and the guys with a man. We have different topics. So definitely Channel Black has spawned Irv and Co for sure. There wouldn't be no Irv and Co without Channel Black, in my opinion. So
Okay.
I say that. That's real. Because mind you, Channel Black brought me to meet certain people to be able to run into Amanda. So if we weren't doing the Channel Black podcast, I wouldn't even met Amanda. I wouldn't have met the Northside podcast that brought me to meeting Amanda at one of our walks. And when I learned about her the things that she does artistically, I was like, yeah, she dope. And we just ran from there. So if it wasn't for the Channel Black podcast, I wouldn't have met Amanda. I wouldn't have met the Northside podcast. I wouldn't have been doing. I wouldn't be doing a lot of things. So that's why I gotta hats off to doing it from the beginning, because it definitely opened a lot of doors for things that I'm doing now. So I definitely I don't forget about that. Like I remember where it started, what was the inspiration, and why we were doing it and why we're doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna let that be, because I will be going. If you listen to the Irv and Co podcast, you know I go.
Absolutely. This is my impression of King.
Twisting my hair.
Mm-hmm. And got that little cowlick on there, cowrie on there.
Yeah.
I don't got no cowrie
Yeah.
this time.
That was like a whole year and a half ago. But okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. But I be seeing. I'm waiting for my comedy tickets. I'm waiting for the boat ride. I'm waiting for the great customer service. I'm waiting for all of them.
Oh, okay.
All of them. But that's okay. I can wait.
I should have did my King, me riding on the boat. That's what I should be steering and driving the boat. That's what I should have did. I didn't want to do that because I know I was like, just in case somebody listening to this and they're not seeing this visually, they might not be able to get what I was saying. But yeah, King be living his best. Like, listen, King be out here living his best life, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to be like King when I grow up.
Oh, I got another question. So this is real quick. So Ricky Smiley was talking about how if you go to one particular place, like say if you are from Miami and then you go to Texas, can't bring your Miami mentality going into Texas. Do you feel that way when you going from Florida to Alabama?
Nah, I don't feel like that about anything. You bring your mentality, but you also have to bring something else. And I think that third mentality is there's a mentality for where you're at, and there's a mentality for where you're going. But that third mentality is the mentality of flexibility. Like, how can who I am interact with where I'm going to be? Because you can't, like, I'm not from Atlanta, so I'm from South Florida. So I'm not going to go to Atlanta and act like I'm from Atlanta, because that's a good way to get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Right.
And everybody, anybody from Atlanta gonna know you're not from Atlanta. They're gonna know by the way you dress, by the way you talk, and everything. So you can't really adopt a mentality unless you've been there, unless you've been back regularly, and you'd have been to a bunch of different parts of a particular place. So I think you got to go with like sort of like kind of a humble spirit. You know what I mean? Whether you find yourself in some hood shit or whether you find yourself downtown or wherever you got to go, you just got to go with the mentality that like, look, I'm in a different place. And I think that mentality comes from not me being in Alabama, but me being in other states. Like I lived in Delaware. That was where I got married. I got married in Maryland. We lived in Delaware, and I lived in Alabama, and also even parts of Florida, man, they're vastly different. And you can't be in South Florida and go to Central Florida thinking like that. So you gotta be who you are, but also understand that like, this terrain is different.
Right. And I wanted to see if your thoughts about code switching. Do you think that is a form of code switching?
Oh, I'm pro code switching.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last
I am pro
statement?
code switching. I will be talking some bullshit in a minute as soon as the white dude walk by. So anyways, I said I will be talking about some hood shit, and then as soon as the white dude go by, I'll be like, so anyway, while I was out here in the streets, and Chip asked me if I wanted.
Oh no, he breaking up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you breaking up? Hold on.
I feel like I miss a whole.
But I definitely feel small, a lot smaller than it.
Oh, hey, you were breaking up, man. We missed you on the whole code switching, the whole thing. You broke up doing the whole thing. Yeah. Like that was a whole code switched because we ain't hit nothing. I don't know. I don't know if you want to try again because you might be in a better place now. Uh-oh, did we lose him? Oh no.
So here's my impression of Irv. I say hello. I say hello one more time. I say hello.
For the third time. For the third time. Third time. That's it. After you get it the third time, I'm out. But I want to ask King about this code switching though. Is that a good or a bad thing? Because I feel like when people talk about it, they usually see it as a negative.
Am I still breaking up?
Yeah, you are breaking up.
What's funny is they say you muted, but you breaking up. Which is weird to me. Yep, King left. He'll be back.
So we're at this state of mind where we gonna add in a commercial, if you will. If you haven't already, subscribe to Irv and Co. Irv and Co. Hit the subscribe, the bell notifications. You'll get all of when we upload. If you're on Instagram, of course, it's irv.and.co. Odd. There you go. On Instagram, and you'll get to see all of little snippets of us interacting with the community and live episodes with me and Irv and I on our lives, and product reviews. And you'll see some announcements of when the next episode is coming out, as well as if you would like to support us monetarily, you can do that with our Cash App, or if it's going to give out the Cash App.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to, my fault. You said right at the time when I was about to mute myself. But Irv and Co. $ Irv and Co. One word, Irv and Co.
There you go.
$ Co. Whatever you want to put on your heart, man. I mean, if you got $100, you got $5, you got $1, you got $1,000. If you got $1 million, I don't think you could cash out $1 million. But
Yeah,
need
Bitcoin.
it. If you need it, I can see you my Zelle, and I'll definitely accept that $1 million. And we'll split that thing evenly between Amanda and myself. And we'll definitely get that studio. But yeah, man, listen, man. Irv and Co is definitely out here. We appreciate all the love we've been getting. Yeah, we get a lot of, like, I don't know if people listen. We get a lot of love out here in the community, man. And I'm enjoying it. I enjoy being out there in the community with everybody. That was super dope. Super. It's a lot of super dope people out here that got super dope businesses that we definitely enjoy. And it's crazy, like,
And use.
Yeah, for sure. I'm saying I enjoy you. I'm saying I enjoy using them because it's like I want to say, I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out, but right now, like I say, Serenity Oils. I was looking for that. Like, I need people to understand when I was looking for something. I was like, yo, but I want to find somebody that I could, like a black owned something. And her product is dope, man. Like, for real. Like, I use, like, stuff that I use, like, you know what I'm saying? Or the oils that I've been using as of late is herbs and things. Like, because my hair, I'm a big fan of my hair, and then my hair likes to drink. So I've been putting my stuff in, I've been using her stuff, and it's been working very well. And, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I like the scent. Check out the sensational man with his sensational faces. She got her beard oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope people out here doing dope things in the community that I think is pretty dope, and they just need to be highlighted so they can be supported. We can only support so much, but y'all, like, they say one person, if everybody does something small, everybody got to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we continue to do what we can, but we need help. We can't do it all by ourselves. So, yeah, man, we're just trying to highlight so we get those support, and we go from there, man. Shout out to Flacco too. Flacco's community gym, man. I'm back at the gym. Had gained a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my sexy back for August before I turn the big age. So I'm trying to do some things. So shout out to Flacco. He helping me out with that.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Mama's vegan. Mama's Vegan Cuisine, man, for keeping your boy fed, man. Shout out to them over there, man. They be dropping off that food. I'd be very happy. Very happy. And as you see, Amanda is very happy with that, with her deliveries as well. She got that whole thing of mac and cheese.
Yo, the veggie mac and cheese, my dog. The veggie mac and cheese. Delicious.
Yeah. So, we ain't gonna prolong it too much longer, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, checking us out. Yeah, man, we'll see y'all on the next episode for sure. This is Irv and Co. Amanda and Irv. We are out, and we will see y'all on the next episode for sure.